Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano, and this is episode 189 of the podcast, Online Marketing Moves. Today is January the 31st, 2021. First month of the new year over with. So, how's your month gone? Have you got any productivity done? Have you taken any action? What has been going on? What has been up? But ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to recommend a book for you. It's called The Score Takes Care of Itself by Bill Walsh. It's a very good book. It talks about, if you don't know Bill Walsh, he was a coach in the NFL for a lot of years. He was a coach of one of my favorite teams as a youth, the San Francisco 49ers. He guided them to, I believe, 3-4 Super Bowls. Let me think. Yeah, I believe it was 4 Super Bowls, 3 or 4 Super Bowls. But he helped create a dynasty. And in his book, he talks about leadership. He talks about leadership not from top to bottom, every little detail and about every little detail about an organization, every little detail about a business, how you have to have everything. If you are prepared, then it means the rest of it will take care of itself. And it got me to thinking. And I said, man, because eventually we all are going to get, your business is going to get bigger. You're going to need more people. And you want those people. And those people are going to be a reflection of you. So you want your organization to be detailed. You want everything to be crisp. You want everything to be pristine. You don't want to be the person that's like, I just live on the seat of my pants. I fly off on the edge, or whatever, You don't want to be that person. You want to be able to put fires out immediately. You don't want to have to scramble around looking for the water hose. You ever seen a building on fire and, if the firemen, they come, they know exactly where boom, they come, they pull up, boom, where do we put the hose? Boom, put the hose in, grab the hose, shoo, go, put out the fire, If you mean to tell me if the firefighters were not prepared and they were just going around, looking around, scrambling for the thing, the whole thing would burn down. So it's always better to be more prepared before you have to take on a task than it is, to not be prepared. You want to make sure that you have, and of course, when you start off in business, sometimes you learn lessons as you go. You might be prepared for 99 things, but you weren't prepared for the 100 thing, and it's like, oh man, I should have been. I didn't think about that, but the next time to think about it. It's like when I was driving trucks one time. I remember I was driving, and I came to a trailer, and the trailer didn't have what they call. We have these things, landing gears, and you had to roll them up and roll them down with the handle, with the crank handle, and the crank handle was missing. And I was like, man, they got no handle. And so I said, I never thought about that. But luckily for me, I had a screwdriver. I put the screwdriver in. I was able to crank up the truck. But I learned a lesson that day. So I went out and I bought me a crank handle, and I bought a bolt. And so the next time, it happened one other time. But the second time it happened, I quickly just grabbed my handle, grabbed my bolt, put it in, and it took, 2 minutes, and I was up and still able to roll down the highway. Now, of course, once I got done, I took my bolt and my handle, took it back out, and I wrote a note, and I sent the message in and said, hey, this trailer needs to be repaired. But I was prepared, so I didn't have to. I didn't have to slow down. I didn't have to, call anybody in. It didn't have to take hours upon hours to get this trailer cranked up. I was able to rock and roll and keep it moving. So this book is good about that. It talks about, the little details, the littlest details. And, the more detailed you are, the more planned out you are, the more organized you are, the better off you will be in your business. You definitely want to get down to the nuts and bolts and the details of organization. If you're not great at organization, try to hold it together. Start making a little money, and then you hire somebody. That's one thing that people don't realize. When you make some money in a business, okay, it's great. You're like, all right, I'm going to spend this money. Sometimes you need to, keep about 50% of the money, 50% of the money at least, to reinvest in your business so it can grow some more. The more you reinvest in your business, the more it'll grow, and the faster you will get to where you wanna be. So, with that being said, go out, check out the book. You can listen to it. You can buy it. I don't know. I've listened to it. I read books. I listen to books. I'm more so now in the mood of where less TV, more book reading towards, what can help me, So that way, I do all the book reading now that will help me grow my business. So that way, I can do more book reading that I want to enjoy, because I want to read books like, I never read like the Harry Potter books. I would like to read those kind of books. So I need more free time. So I'm going to free myself up from this whole job, the driving the truck thing or whatever. But, the more you read these kind of books, and you don't need to read every 500 books. You don't need to read 1,000 books. Find you a couple good books that are good and read them once, read them twice, read them 3 times, read them 4 times, and you will get lessons out of the books. You will get, once you change your mindset into focusing on your business, you will get ideas, you will get information, you will get tidbits, nuggets from anything you watch, anything you listen to, any conversation you have. You will get more ideas and more thoughts out of those things than you ever thought about before. Why? Because you have turned your brain on to the entrepreneur spirit. You have turned your brain on to the business mindset. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's podcast. We will be back tomorrow with another episode. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And as always, everybody, peace.